Hang on.
Well, here we are, December 2nd. Happy Monday. Curt and Jen in the Morning podcast.
All the things.
All the things. Did you have a good weekend, Curt?
Yeah.
Great.
Is the music still going?
Yep, sure is. So we are broadcasting remotely today. I say broadcasting because I have meetings to do, and Curt had to bring his wife Dana to the airport.
Yeah,
So
she left town to go see some friends in in California. So yeah. So thank you for your patience. We appreciate it. And thanks again for listening and watching. And please like, love, follow, subscribe. All those things, right?
we want you to do all of the things. Yes,
Okay.
we would love that.
All right.
Okay, let's get going. Here we go. Things to look forward to in December during today's podcast episode. A joke that got cut from Deadpool versus Wolverine, which I was like, what?
Yeah, something got cut. We've got that for you.
Go ahead. What else do we have?
Oh, how about Thanksgiving leftovers? If you're still eating them, we may have some advice for that. Also, we're going to tell you about the box office this weekend and better, a music treat, a mashup you won't believe that made us laugh and will hopefully make you laugh as well. Okay.
Okay. Things to look forward to this month. So many things.
What?
It's a lot, there's a lot of TV stuff in sports. College football bowl games start on the 14th. There's also lots of NFL and NHL action.
Yep.
Yeah. So there's a lot of sports stuff to look forward to in theaters. There's a lot of movies that are going to be coming out. Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
Can you believe that? I didn't know there was already, well, I guess I didn't know there was two. So this is the third Sonic the Hedgehog and also the live action prequel, Mufasa, the Lion King.
That's right. And then
Ooh.
Christmas Day, there's how do you even pronounce that?
Looks like Nosferatu with Bill Skarsgård and Lily Rose Depp.
Baby Girl with Nicole Kidman, which I saw a little interview with her. That's a hot and steamy one.
Yeah, they've been a lot of conversation about what's going on in that movie. And
there's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of sex.
Right. How about on TV? Plenty of specials coming up. Holiday specials. The National Christmas Tree Lighting is December 20th, and Jamie Foxx has a new stand-up special that'll be on Netflix next Tuesday, and the Billboard Music Awards are next Thursday. So there's those.
And then the holidays, of course, we've got Christmas, Hanukkah, which starts on Christmas this year. So Hanukkah and Christmas on the same day, and then Kwanzaa on the 26th. And then I added, there's so much festive fun that goes on with the holiday season, like gathering with friends and family, the light displays, kindness and giving is abundant. And I love all the things.
I was waiting for all the things. There you go.
Yeah, there's also Giving Tuesday tomorrow, National Ice Cream Day on the 13th, Ugly Sweater Day on the 15th. There's so many things happening this month.
I didn't know there was an Answer the Phone like Buddy the Elf Day on the 18th too. So
how would that be? How would you answer the phone?
How does he answer the phone? Because he's in his dad's office. He's like, hi, this is Buddy the Elf or something. I know it. I don't know what it is. We should find out. We'll have that for you tomorrow. How's that sound?
Or we'll have it for you on the 18th, actually.
Okay. We'll have all the information then on the Answer the Phone like Buddy the Elf Day.
And there's
sports this weekend as well.
Yeah.
I'll tell you about. And it wasn't all great.
No, it was not.
Actually, we have just one win to tell you about. The big one was the Sounders. It advanced to the postseason. They were playing the LA Galaxy to advance to the MLS Cup rather, and they did not. The Galaxy won 1-0 over the Sounders. So the Galaxy will be going on to the MLS Cup for the first time since 2014. So that's kind of cool for them.
Such a bummer that we did not win, though.
Yeah, agreed. How about the Huskies? Well, they lost to Oregon 49-21. The Cougs, by the way, that Husky game, not much of a surprise. People were thinking that Oregon was going to win. So there you go. Cougs, Wyoming. And the winning side was the Seahawks.
Question.
Please.
Why aren't you mentioning the Kraken?
Well, they played on Saturday. I think they lost 4-2.
Oh man.
Yeah. I know I had some, I sort of blocked that out. Thank you very much. It's PTSD. But the Seahawks, what a bizarre game. Did you watch it, by the way?
I didn't. Jackie, my roommate, was
Man.
telling me about it. She said it started out terribly, but then it took a turn.
Yeah. Well, there were just a ton of penalties and weird things happening. Just an unusual game.
Okay.
But they won. So they still got the dub.
I do want to know what you did this weekend because you said you spent US dollars that you don't have on Black Friday.
I did do that. Yes. Doesn't everybody?
I mean, yes. Yes.
See?
I
Not
was
much.
buying Christmas gifts. Is that what you were buying, or did you buy things for yourself?
Let me see. Well, one thing we did buy was a MacBook for our mother-in-law, who said, she's like, you know what, you guys all have Macs and iPhones and stuff, so I should get one too, because we're constantly helping her with her computer, right? And she still had a PC-based laptop, and we're like, you know what, it just took a long time to find things because we're used to the MacBooks, right? So we get her this MacBook, and right away I'm like, this was a mistake. There's a learning curve involved, and she thinks that Google is out to get her and taking over her computer because she uses Chrome.
Hold the phone.
Yeah.
Was this a Christmas gift for her?
Sure.
But you gave it to her early.
Well, it'll count as a Christmas gift, yes, because she wanted it right now because they were on sale right now. Okay, that was the big deal.
Okay.
I just know she just gets very frustrated at little things because how do I put this? She has all of her stuff so locked down because she's scared and concerned about getting her identity stolen and what have you.
I mean, that's a thing.
That is a thing, but she's so like she won't put her email on her phone because she doesn't need to access her email from her phone until she does, right? So it's really the frustrating thing mostly is she has things so locked down with firewalls and antivirus and whatever that whenever we try to go and help her, one time I was like, well, this isn't working at all. She's like, well, I don't have my Wi-Fi on. I was like, why don't you have your Wi-Fi on? You're at home. I just turn it on every now and again.
Okay, so now she has a MacBook and you're teaching her some things, and there is a frustrating learning curve to that. I would imagine I would be as equally as frustrated going from a PC to a Mac.
And the end of the story is it's going to continue to be frustrated until she gets tired of it and goes back to a PC.
Wow. Okay. What else did you do? I heard you went to happy hour and didn't invite
Ray's
me.
Boathouse. I've not been to Ray's in a long, long time. Ray's Boathouse right on the water. It was an amazing sunset on Saturday night. So, you get to see that out over the water. Lots of purples and oranges and pinks and stuff. So yeah, that was really nice with our friends Holly and Jody. That was a great time.
That's awesome. And Ray's
What
Boathouse
did
is
you
like
do?
an
Let me
institution.
guess. You also overspent for Black Friday.
I did some shopping. I did some Christmas shopping for sure. I got my tree at Costco, my live tree that they cut down for me. And we had our Thanksgiving family dinner last night. So that was fun. That made my heart happy. So I'm starting Monday with a full heart because we had all the family here with the exception of Anthony and Sierra because they're being extra careful with their preemie baby. So they didn't make it. So it was fun though. It was a good weekend.
Let's talk more about Thanksgiving stuff, okay?
Yeah, your leftovers. Here's the thing. Thanksgiving was 4 days ago. Technically, your leftovers are expiring. So tonight should be the Thanksgiving leftover buffet and finish them off.
Tonight is the last day.
Yeah. So here's the thing. People like to live a little dangerously. Hot firefighter boyfriend Pat, because he'll eat leftovers until the end of time.
Okay.
Unless there's some fuzz growing on them, he's eating them.
I'm not quite that bad, but I am of the I use the old fashioned way, like when we were growing up. You take a look at it, you smell it, it's okay.
Okay. Well, okay. So according to the USDA, the people that all they do is food. Turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes, sweet potatoes, green beans, gravy, and pumpkin pie can be in the refrigerator for 3 to 4 days safely. After that, they could make you sick. Unless you have a gut of steel like hot firefighter boyfriend Pat, then it might not. So, and if you don't want to waste the food, here's the thing. If you get them in the freezer today, because a lot of that stuff can freeze and you can use it later, put it in the freezer now. Otherwise, eat it tonight and your refrigerator will look a lot cleaner.
That's true. And honestly, we really are. I think I'm at the point with the leftovers where, tonight, that'll be it. Because all we have left, I think, is stuffing and yams, and maybe one little piece of turkey. So
If you have a lot of stuffing left, make a stuffing waffle. Like that's all the rage right now, like the mashed potatoes and stuffing waffles, and then you pour gravy over it.
you use an actual waffle?
Yeah, you use a
All right.
waffle maker.
I'll give that a shot.
Yeah,
That's
I'm gonna
okay.
do
I
that
like
with
all
my
those things. You guys
leftovers.
taste great together.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, good advice. Today is the last day. Be careful if you're eating stuff beyond today, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Um, what would the gifts cost from the 12 days of Christmas this year? Like if you went out and bought the 12 days of Christmas, the 12 drummers drumming, the 11 pipers piping, all the things, what would it cost you? Curt?
Well, we do this. It keeps the price seems to go up every year, right?
Of course it does. Yes.
I don't know what it was. It seemed like last year was was it 40,000,
I
35?
don't know. Let's see. Let's see.
How much is it this year?
This year you will spend let's see. Everything on the list would run you $49,263 this year. That's up about 5% from last year.
All right.
But three of the gifts represent more than 35 grand of that.
Is that the 10 Lords of Leaping?
Yeah. 10 Lords of Leaping is $15,580. That's based on
how can you actually find a Lord these days?
Well,
let alone 10?
Hold on. That's based on how much it would cost to hire professional ballet dancers.
Oh. Well, I want a Lord.
But the 9 ladies dancing is only $8,557. So the 10 Lords of Leaping are way more expensive than the 9 ladies dancing. And it seems to me
you're saying those ladies are cheap.
I was just going to say, it seems to me that you could get 9 ladies dancing for way cheaper than that. I would dance for less than that.
The 7 Swans of Swimming, that's 13,000 or so. That's the second most expensive gift. And what was the third one?
I guess the third one would be the 9 ladies dancing.
Yes. Okay. So if you eliminate them, you can actually do okay. And it has 5 gold rings at $1,245. So that's like $250 per gold ring. That can't be right.
This is just I just report what they tell me. This is what they say.
All right.
Okay.
They also do the math on how much it would cost to buy the stuff over and over again, because the song, which by the way is the worst holiday song in history, they do it. So they do it each line. It gets bigger each time. If you did all of that all together, that would be 210,000.
Okay.
We're just going to go with the final verse.
Yeah.
It has everything in it.
Yes.
And I still think there should be some Lords available for me.
Okay. All right.
How are you going to do this one, by the way? Because I did like the story.
I had to put it in. I had to put this in because it's wildly inappropriate, and it made me
we
laugh.
did actually watch the new Deadpool and Wolverine.
You did?
Last weekend, not this weekend, last weekend.
Okay, so you heard the line in the final cut of the movie. This is the line that made the movie. He uses the F word. Deadpool does, and says, "Now Disney gets cheap. It's like Pinocchio jammed his face in my butt and started lying like crazy," which that made me laugh.
Right. Okay. So that was the line that was in the movie, and it was it was funny. There's a lot of funny lines in it. But
and here's the thing: Disney gave Ryan Reynolds really you can do whatever you want in this movie for the most part until you mess with Mickey Mouse.
Right. So this is the original line. You're gonna have to read this one, Jen. So the original, again, the line in the movie was, "Now Disney gets cheap. It's like Pinocchio jammed his face in my butt and started lying like crazy."
The original line that was in the script that they cut, that they said you cannot use this line. It says that it was, "Disney is so cheap, I can barely breathe with all this Mickey Mouse." He didn't say wiener, but we'll just say wiener in my throat. No, can't do that.
That sounds about right, though. That sounds.
Mickey Mouse is not going to be involved in those kind of activities.
That's right. The mouse will not be associated in any way, shape, or form. So
anyway, that's the end of the story, really. I mean, it was just that line that got cut, and they actually posted the original script online, so people saw it, which is weird to me. But they made him in the movie. They made him cut it out.
Well, at least it was in a whole new line. There are some times when they make TV edits of movies where they you know what it said in the original movie, the R-rated movie or whatnot, and then you watch the the TV movie is completely different. Um, there's a line, and people that know are going to know, but there's an obnoxious line from the movie. We're going back to the old Big Lebowski here. I'm not going to say what the original line is, but the line they put it instead was, "This is what happens when you find a friend in the Alps." Right. This is what happens when you find a friend in the Alps.
I don't get it. I don't understand where you're going with this.
Doesn't make sense. That's what I'm saying. At least they replace the line with the line that does make sense instead of just trying to stick something in there that does not. That is all on that one. Okay.
What's T-Swizzle? What did you find about her?
Are we going to go to don't you have another one in there first?
Oh yeah, I missed it. Yes.
Fine.
How do you get a song, an earworm, unstuck in your head? This is good because scientists were involved with this.
I guess science put this together and they said, hey, if you've got an earworm, like, I'll say Jen will come in here in the morning singing, like good day, sunshine. And then that gets stuck in my head, right?
Right.
And that's not so bad because it's a good song. But every now and again, what you get is like 1877 cars for kids stuck in your head. That's not good.
Right.
Not good. So science decided they're going to make what they call an earworm eraser. Supposedly listening to this can get songs unstuck from your head. The deal is it constantly changes tempo, time signatures, and musical styles, so it won't just become another earworm to replace the one you're trying to get rid of.
And you can find this on YouTube, but you have it for us to listen to real quickly.
Yes. See if this works and removes an earworm. Here we go.
There's a video that goes with it too if you wanted to watch the video on YouTube.
Well.
And that's supposed to do it?
That was it.
Here's what I have to do. Here's what I have to say about that. Good day, sunshine.
The thing is, you'd have to listen to that weird thing over and over again. I don't know. That's what they say that it works. Maybe you actually listened to that while you had an earworm in your head and now it is gone. And if that did happen, let us know if our scientific experiment worked.
Good day, sunshine.
Do.
Okay, now T-Swizzle. What's going on with her?
T-Swizzle. Since we're speaking of music, she did something, and I guess this is not a surprise. This happens all the time with her, that sent the internet into a meltdown.
Oh, geez.
Here we go. It was a hand gesture, and don't, keep your minds out of the gutter here because it's Taylor. Over the years, Taylor's kind of known for putting fun little Easter eggs online and during performances, like little hints here and there for Swifties to try to figure out. And as such, it turns out that pretty much her every move is often taken to have an extra meaning, right?
Yeah.
So she was performing her song Midnight Rain. Midnight Rain, she usually strikes a different pose after singing the lyrics, and he never thinks of me except when I'm on TV. But here we go. Get ready to freak out. Okay. But during one of her shows in Toronto, Taylor counted down with her fingers from 5 to 4. So she held up 5 fingers and then 4 during that song. During another show, she counted down with fingers from 4 to 3. So Swifties have gone into overdrive attempting to figure out what this means. And she went holding up 5 fingers to 4, and the next time 4 fingers to 3. Some fans think Taylor is hinting that she's going to drop her highly anticipated re-recording of her album Reputation. Others simply think it's a countdown to the end of the Eras tour.
I think it's that.
That makes sense, especially if that was, well, they don't even put in here. Does she have 3 shows left after that?
Well, I mean, I know her last 2 shows are this coming weekend, which I am not going to.
In Vancouver.
Yeah.
Why do you throw that I'm not going to in there?
Thanks.
You're still mad at me. Okay.
Yeah, you got to go in a week.
I just lucked out. So there you go. Something to chew on for a while. What does T Swift mean by the hands gestures and the finger counting and all that stuff?
I think it's how many shows she has left. I don't know for sure, but
I'm going to go with that too.
Okay.
That sounds reasonable to me.
I love roller coasters. And I saw this story, Curt. I saw that and I see now that you've put it in. What's going on with this?
Well, this would be, I know that you love roller coasters,
Love them.
but the deal is with this one, this is not a happy, it's not a sad ending.
The guy
Basically,
chickened out is what happened, right? He got chickened out.
yeah, he did not get chickened out.
Oh,
Uh,
okay. What happened?
this guy in Arizona, he was he was at Castles and Coasters in Phoenix
Okay.
on the Desert Storm roller coaster, a double looping roller coaster. He's on the coaster, and the safety bar became unlatched. The safety holds you in place came unlatched right at the top of the click, 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 the top of the big drop that starts it. So he's going up, the clicking is going, his safety bar comes undone.
No way.
Here's what he said. We start to climb, you hear the click of the chain like a normal roller coaster. We're just about to the top, and I hear the click, a different kind of click of the chain taking us up. It wasn't that, it was the click of his safety bar coming undone. I checked my lap bar, and it released. So he climbed out of the roller coaster car and stepped out onto, I'm going to say jumped or panicked, but he got out into the catwalk there at the top,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
there. And that was it. And the coaster went on without him.
It was only his that unclicked?
Apparently.
Wow,
He doesn't
that's
say anybody else is
crazy.
on here. He says that he, when he was, first getting in, he had heard it click into place and whatever, so everything was fine. But he thinks his decision to jump out of the coaster and onto the catwalk could possibly have saved his life. Really? It's a looping coaster.
You're going to fall out.
Right. And he also said the operator, the old roller coaster operator, didn't notice what happened until he was on the ground. So here's this guy comes walking back down that big steep. Yeah. So
that's crazy.
You think there's going to be a lawsuit from this one?
Maybe a little one.
He wasn't injured, but
I hope they close the coaster down after that.
Exactly. So maybe don't ride the coaster if you're there.
Is Cyber Monday more popular than Black Friday now? People are saying yes. I mean, we know that this is the biggest shopping day online of the entire year.
Right. And just like with Black Friday, the Cyber Monday deals were popping up on Saturday,
Yeah. They were all weekend. Between Black Friday and Cyber Monday, it all kind of blended together.
Well, I think it used to be that there was still, let's go back, say, I don't know, 5-10 years. People were still lining up at Best Buy, days in advance, with the lines wrapping around the building to get the best, the early bird special deals for Black Friday. In that time since then, it's like, okay, well, more and more people know I can get most of these deals online. So we're not going to go line up, right?
Yeah.
Now, that's why there was, in my opinion, that's why there was still a Black Friday and also a Cyber Monday. But now it's all just kind of one big mishmash weekend thing, right?
Do you plan on buying anything online, Curt?
Do I plan on it?
Yeah.
I already did. I told you. I spent too much money.
No, online today for Cyber Monday, specifically today.
No, I did Cyber Monday, quote unquote, deals yesterday.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, there will be no more purchases. But this is from bankrate.com. About 60% of Americans said that they were going to shop today, Cyber Monday, compared to just 53% who plan to shop on Black Friday. That's pretty close.
But the National Retail Federation disagrees because they claim Black Friday is still #1 and that it's not close. They're fighting, Curt.
So they did a survey. This is National Retail Federation. 183 million people plan to shop between Thanksgiving and today. And of those, 72% were shopping on Black Friday, while just 39% plan to shop on Cyber Monday. So their information is different. I wonder if the National Retail Federation is doing everything in their power to keep Black Friday as, hey, this is the big one.
Well, I mean, they did gain like $10.8 billion, which is 10% up from last year. So that's something, right? I want to tell you what I'm going to purchase because this only happens one time a year. Town and Country, the grocery store, which is down the street from
that's a good one.
One time a year they do this. You can buy 4 gift cards, 4 $100 gift cards for $300, 25% off groceries.
just like that.
Yeah,
Hey, if you're
worth
going to
it.
shop there anyway, why not? You know,
Hashtag worth it. Yeah.
that does sound like that's worth it there. Check
So there you
from
go.
your
Black
friend.
Friday,
Yeah.
Cyber Monday. Who knows really what's the bigger day, but people are shopping. They're spending money this year. The US dollar spending is up.
And Town and Country, all the above.
Yep. Speaking of best deals, new deals, we asked you on Friday to tell us your best Black Friday deal this season. And a lot of you, I was thinking, oh, I'm going to get so many good ideas. So I kept checking on Black Friday, like, what did people get? What did people get? Most people stayed home. Like Marilyn says she doesn't
She doesn't
participate in the
participate in the
sales.
sale. Right.
Sonia did say she got gift cards from places that she goes to regularly. So it was really a gift for her. She get bonus gift cards. I asked
That's
her
what some
which
people do.
stores.
If you buy, if you like you were just saying, say you bought a
Yeah.
gift card for $100 and they give you a $25 one for free, you keep the $25 one and give the other ones away,
Yep.
or the other, up to you. Maya just watched Buy Now on Netflix. She also said she's happy to say she bought absolutely nothing.
After watching that, I'm sure. I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard about it.
Is it tell you not to buy things?
I think so. It's just yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Andrea said she spent the day with her kids and all her significant others and spouses, ate yummy leftovers. She bought some delicious coffee. She was exhausted from the cooking, so she's just trying to pace herself. She did not. Kim did not participate either.
Right. Matt says he didn't even leave the house. He didn't even go out. But and TC said staying at home. We need some better options here of people that are actually getting deals.
Jody did say she bought an extra monitor from Best Buy that was on a good sale.
That
true. Makes working from home easier. You know, back to
Lane is also didn't go to the store.
Who didn't Lane?
Yeah.
Yeah. Matt, let's go back to Matt. He didn't leave the house, but he did take advantage of, and there is some Cyber Monday deals on this too, like HBO Max, Disney Plus had some really good deals on, and they do today too.
But he didn't have to leave the house for that. So he's like, I didn't leave the house. But Sheetal, the Dyson Air Straightener, $100 off at Nordstrom.
That's significant. That's a good one too. It's expensive.
Fancy. And Eric, finally, he said he got a new Amazon tablet. So there are still some deals to be had. And my understanding was, except for TVs, because you said the TVs, the better deals were on Black Friday over Cyber Monday. But electronics, typically, you want to get on Monday because that's apparently when the great deals are. So there, you can thank us later on that.
So the box office over Thanksgiving weekend broke all kinds of records between Moana 2, Wicked, and Gladiator 2. Records were being set
and busted.
Yeah, Christmas.
Moana 2. Let's start with that.
Yeah,
it says here it brought in a tidal wave of moviegoers. You like that tidal wave?
That's funny.
Over the Thanksgiving Day weekend, setting records with $221 million in ticket sales. That combined with Wicked and Gladiator 2 made for an unprecedented weekend in cinemas in a confluence of blockbusters, more like what's often found in late December. I see what they're saying. They did it earlier this year.
Yeah. Normally you'd find these kind of things, these kind of numbers at Christmas, but there's so many great movies. And plus I feel like when you're with family and they're in town and it's like, what do you want to do? Oh, let's go see one of the awesome movies that's out right now.
Right. Well, we have a new, let's just get to the actual numbers here. So the 5-day opening weekend for Thanksgiving moviegoing, which they keep track of, is the Thanksgiving weekend. The previous best was when Frozen 2 was out, like in its second week, along with the other movies, they made 125 million. This weekend, Moana 2, along with Wicked and Gladiator 2, 165.3 million internationally. That's a record.
It was crazy how much money was spent at the movies this year. And that's just ticket prices. That's not even including the concession stands.
Right.
Yeah.
Wicked showed no signs of slowing, by the way, still doing great. Gladiator 2, I said Gladiator 2 held well, but it dipped 44% from its opening weekend, which is not unusual. You know, you get the opening weekend and then things go down, even they're still strong. So that's a lot of big numbers.
They're making up for some lost time because, you know, with the pandemic, pre-pandemic levels, they were running about 25% behind. They're making up for it now. Yeah.
I guess it was just Moana, by the way, that added 165.3. The weekend itself, the three films, Moana, Gladiator 2, and also Wicked, more than 400 million in Thanksgiving weekend ticket sales. That sounds more like a record.
That's a lot of US dollars. Well, Moana broke a record with Wicked broke the record with the Broadway. movie. Moana broke the record with that kind of movie on Thanksgiving. They beat Frozen 2's record, I think it was. And then the overall, lots of money overall at the
Was
box
that
office.
$400 million?
Yeah.
So if you contributed to that, thank you very much. We got to go see Wicked. Oh, you saw it.
I did. It was
I got
good.
to go see Wicked. My wife wants to go. Dana wants to go very badly.
I'd like to see Moana too. Okay, the last thing we have for you today before we get to our question of the day is this really fun mashup that we thought online and we had to play it.
This
Flow
would be
by Flo Rida.
Yeah.
Mixed
And
with
you have some favorites, by the way. When you talk about mashups, don't you have a favorite mashup? It was like
yes, it is 50 Cent
and the
in the
Bee Gees.
club with the Bee Gees, Staying
Yeah.
Alive. But that
is a good one.
Let's play
mashup
this.
when they mash the two songs together. Well, we found this one. This certainly is more of a in the holiday spirit of things. I believe this would be Bing Crosby along with Flo Rida. See what you think. Here we go.
But
Huh.
okay.
Is that a mashup or is that more of a All right, you get the idea. That's the deal there.
There's a fuller version that you can hear the whole thing online. Just look up the Flo Rida Low mashup with Little Drummer Boy. I mean, come on.
More than likely, it will be the only Flo Rida mashup with Bing Crosby.
I mean, I kind of like it. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a mashup either because it just was him singing the words from Low to.
You're right. It wasn't a mashup. It was just a mix.
Yes, but I did enjoy that a lot, especially the okay once Lil Jon came in.
That put a smile on my face, which leads us to the Curt and Jen podcast question of the day.
Please.
Which is, what's something you do or watch or listen to that puts you instantly in a good mood? Like, what is this one thing that's going to change your mood? Like you're low, you're feeling low.
Mm-hmm.
What's gonna raise your level of enthusiasm and put you in a good mood?
You want to share yours now, or I've got mine?
When I listened to that song, the
Little Drummer Boy.
No. The one I was just telling you about, the Into Club and Staying Alive. That's a good one for me.
I've got a lot of songs. I also, I am guilty of watching the dog videos, the puppy videos on.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's
I would also say spending time with loved ones or friends. I like being around people. That is like an energy booster for me. I love that. That'll put me in a better mood.
Do we need to have the caveat in here that everybody would say that? So we want things besides that?
I don't know. Some people would say that spending time with people might not put them in a good mood because it's an energy drainer.
Okay. Well, the other day we did the survey. We're like, okay, aside from the normal stuff, so whatever you think, what is something you do or watch or listen to or have and hold, whatever, that instantly puts you into a good mood? That's what we want to know for tomorrow. We'll read your answers back. Thank you for listening.
We love it. That's it. That's our show today.
Good.
We hope you have a great day. We hope your December is off to a great start and your week's off to a great start. Thanks for letting us be part of your day. Make good choices, find joy, spread kindness.